Hello.
Yeah, hi Ankit.
Hi, Krishna. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Great. Yeah. Uh,
Great.
yeah.
So, how was the overall, onboarding? Did you find any challenges?
Actually, I think it was pretty detailed, and I had a good time filling it because when I launched the VSL for Rajshekhar, we had done a pretty basic research on the entire thing, and after that also I took a few discovery calls for the right audience that came in. So based on both of that, I think I was able to prepare a good amount of give some better answers to all of that.
That's amazing. That's great to know that just by going through the onboarding process, it maybe helped you a bit to improve your existing, systems and approach.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
what are the questions you have for now? First, maybe we can take those questions, and then we will, progress to the next step.
Yeah. So basically, the only question is like, how do I get started with messages and all of that? And first is basically how do I get started? What does the process look like, and all of that? And second thing is, like, how would it be in the next 3 months? How much time will it require? And just a brief idea on how it's going to look. Yeah.
Sure, sure. So, see, the next thing is to create a strategy, right? Is to first create a strategy, like a plan of action as to what exactly, so basically first what we will do is we'll bring everything that we've created into a document, and I will share my screen with you.
Okay.
After that, we will create a plan to achieve our goals. So first we'll set a
Okay.
goal, then we'll come up with an action plan that, okay, if we are looking to achieve this, then let's start with this plan. Now, this is
Okay.
just a starting point. It's not like the perfect plan because no plan is like that, right? What we will
Yeah.
do is we will create a simple basic plan first, and then as we progress, like maybe in the next 2 weeks, we can connect again and
Mm-hmm.
improve the existing approach, whatever we're doing. See if we were able to hit the existing plan, and if we are able to do that, then maybe increase the numbers a bit. So just
Okay.
like going to gym, right? When you first go to gym, first 1 2 weeks are just warm up, normal exercise, normal rounds of reps and all that. But then
Yeah.
later on, the trainer will give you more rounds, more tough exercises and stuff like that. So that's what we will do after 2 weeks.
Okay.
So uh, I'll quickly share my screen. I will display everything that you've created so far. So this is your pipe. This is your KYC. Okay, everything that
Okay.
you submitted, I've
Yeah.
kind of copy pasted in one place over here. So there is a pipeline called as LinkedIn pipeline. Like there is a
Okay.
list on ClickUp. So you can click this. So we will work on in this section going forward because onboarding section is already completed. So we will not work on that. So I went through everything, and I understand what you guys are into. I have one question to ask you. I'm not giving you a suggestion. I have one question to ask you. So do you think whatever you defined, do you like, are you sure it's absolutely clear as to what exactly you want to do, or are you also looking for some sort of a suggestions from my perspective, if there is a way to improve whatever you're currently doing?
Oh, yeah, definitely. From what we have understood, with the current scenario that was there, we crafted it for the Indian market with a basic idea. I wouldn't say this is like completely 100% to the point. This is just a basic idea to get started with the ads. Also, we just went ahead with that. And after the calls, also, I've refined it a little bit. But yeah, definitely. If you have any suggestions, definitely I'm open for
Okay. So, see, first of all, I am not telling you that this is the right solution. I'm just telling you my perspective. What I found right after going through your document is that this, of course, approach has worked so far in Indian market. But if we are targeting international market, I personally feel we should niche down a bit more. Now, not very, very pinpoint, because obviously we don't have enough data to do that.
Mm,
But we shouldn't also keep it so broad, the way it I felt it is right now. Because like if you see, because our offer is a bit more into anxiety, helping them with stress, it's
mm-hmm.
something that everybody has, right? So
Okay.
technically, our audience is everybody. Like technically,
Mm-hmm.
for you, even I am your target audience, because even I may have anxiety sometimes. But
Mm-hmm.
based on what you shared, right? Like most of the people, what they are doing is they're just subscribing to apps. They're subscribing to normal stuff that they come across, like all these channels, watching videos and stuff like that. What I wanted to ask you is this: do you think we should choose only one type of an audience? Like, for example, if we see full-time working professionals, okay, uh, do you think we should only target working professionals, or do you think we should only target business owners who have very specific type of anxiety? That is, for example, they're more anxious and as to how to grow their business to the next level. So, do you think we should target that type of an audience avatar or working professional? Do you think we should target this type of an audience avatar who are looking for maybe career growth,
Mm,
or someone who is looking to have a better balanced life, compared to just walking all the time? They want to have figure out a way to have a bit more balanced life, maybe have more friends, have more relationship with maybe they're looking to settle down, or stuff like that. So what type of audience persona do you think will be better for us to start? I'm actually asking you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got the question. So I think basically from what I understood after talking to a few clients in the Indian market is that initially I went with the assumption that working professionals who are basically stuck in their role, basically not in like in terms of career, in terms of life also, they basically feel that they are stuck currently. They feel that they have that anxiety when it comes to their health. They also have that uh, kind of a overthinking kind of thing that I've mentioned, marital issues, insecurity. There's all of that. So if we have a choice on choosing whether business owners or working professionals, I would say working professionals would be a better fit because being a business person myself, I can understand that scaling a business and having that anxiety is different from the anxiety that working professionals have.
Got it.
So
Got it.
basically, what I understood is that the working professionals do not have the fear of income, or they don't have the fear of how are they going to scale up or anything of that sort. The only problem that they have is they are not able to manage their life in a way it is happy for them.
Got it. Got it.
So
Got
the
it. Makes sense.
business, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Perfect. And
basically, yeah,
that totally makes sense. And I personally also, now that you share about this, I feel there'll be more of working professional audience compared to more of business audience,
yeah,
and maybe take a bit longer for us to convince them, get a hold of them, compared to working professionals, because they'll be just available. We know, okay, once they're out of their job, they might be available to
yeah,
uh, to hop on a quick call. So, okay, what I'll do is I'll quickly create this plan with you, so that while creating this, maybe if you have any questions, you can let me know. So, the start is something that we will quickly go through. So, I've put today's date.
okay,
Now, the niche and sub niche. Since you've already defined this, I'll just quickly paste whatever you've created. Okay, so I help working professionals. Use the font a bit. Okay, so I help working professionals get rid of anxiety and chronic stress without relying on medicines, therapy, and counseling. That's actually a very good, uh, you know, uh, transformation marketing statement that you've created. This over here is mindset and anxiety. So, what do you like? Anxiety and chronic stress coach. Yeah, that's actually, yeah.
yeah. So I think it's basically comes under health. Under health, it is life coaching, and under life coaching, it is anxiety and chronic stress coaching, I think. Under health, it is life slash mindset coaching. Yeah, basically, it's life coaching is a separate niche, right? Yeah. So
Okay,
under that,
okay.
it is anxiety.
Makes sense, makes sense. So we know that we have this sub niche, and this is our marketing statement. Working professional graded by anxiety without relying medicine, cerebral counseling. Now I want to ask one question. Okay, you mentioned there are a lot of apps as well that
Mm-hmm.
people. Sorry, there's a lot of channels as well that there are a lot of people subscribe to over
Mm.
here. So, and even meditation apps. So, do you think mentioning something about this will capture their attention? Because, like, if you ask me, if I will read this, then maybe I will not connect because I'm not doing any of these three things.
Okay.
Uh, Counseling and therapy kind of are one. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
we can replace this with something that is very easy to, something that is very general, like with or watching videos or subscribing to apps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking this as a question, like maybe you'll have a better answer to this. Do you think this will make sense?
Uh, I haven't found a replacement actually. Even that, I understand that therapy or counseling is basically synonymous to each other, but we just kept it for the like the structure. Three structure sounded better, and like meditation and something we didn't add that because in the coaching meditation is going to be there. There's going to be some breathing exercises. Meditation is going to be there. So yeah, that is the reason why I just mentioned the things that are because primarily Ankit, what I noticed is uh, for example, people who are willing to take action on anxiety immediately, they are the people who already tried these things and they didn't see the results.
Okay, got it.
So they are immediately going there. I mean, for people who I spoke on the phone or normally who's interested in understanding more about it, what they do is basically whenever they feel anxiety or whether when they are not able to sleep or when they have the racing heartbeat or they are basically scared of anything, they immediately go to the doctor, and when they go to the doctor, the first thing that the doctor does is he gives them a medicine.
Got it.
So,
Makes
so
sense.
that is, I think, like for the people who want to take action, it is very simple. I mean, I even saw a 17-year-old or 18-year-old getting a medicine because he has anxiety or something. So that is something which I noticed. Like that is the most common thing that is being shown, like in terms of like solution to anxiety kind of thing.
Got it. Got it. Okay, makes sense. So I think I understand your audience a bit better now. So basically, you're looking to target someone who has a bit severe level of issue and not just basic anxiety that can be fixed by listening to some audio or some nice soothing music. It's something that is a bit more serious at this stage. It's not something that is just happening for a phase and then it's going away like.
Yeah, yeah,
Because see,
yeah.
that happens to everybody. I'm sure it happens to
Hmm.
you as well, but
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
the target audience that you are targeting is a bit severe to severe for them. Am
Yeah,
I
yeah.
okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I've seen people who have the kind of feeling, right? Like it is on and off, and it is. I haven't tried anything before. So when they come on the call, they feel like, okay, why to try it now? Because the price is also too much, kind of thing. So they drop off usually.
Correct, correct. Actually, I wanted to ask you about that as well. Like again, I'm just thinking from my perspective, and then maybe you can share with me your perspective so that we can be a bit more clear. Like I was thinking, why will I spend so much money on this kind of stuff? But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
now I don't apply to like I don't fit to this program because I don't have this level of issue. But
yeah,
there
yeah.
are like this level of issue. So I totally get it. Why someone would definitely want to spend because they're anyways spending, they're anyways
Hmm.
eating medicines, they're anyways going on sessions and it's not working for them.
Yeah, it's because I've also mentioned about the age group also. The reason being that once a person is around 30 to 35 years of age, if he has anxiety, then definitely he would have tried all these things. Because basically, a person who has the money to spend, he'll definitely go ahead with all the solutions that are there in the market. Basically, like going to the medicines and going to therapy sessions. probably 1 or 2 therapy sessions, and also counseling. I've heard from the doctors to go for like basic counseling and that stuff. So once they've tried that, they can understand that okay, this is not getting fixed because of these things. So that is where I think it is resonating a bit for them, because okay, without relying on these things, I can get a solution out of anxiety. That too, he's mentioning a more of a permanent kind of solution.
Perfect. Perfect. I think, in terms of offer clarity and niche definition, I just thought of sharing whatever I had to, but it seems like it's quite clear, and I don't think there is any changes that we need to make over here. But based on your answers, it sounds as if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, actually, we've been at it for the last 3 years, and we've been changing a lot of stuff here and there. And I've been personally only on this. Like with Rajshekhar, I've been only sitting with the marketing and understanding, basic criteria as to okay, what is the problem that people are aware of, and they are already spending money to solve, but it is not getting solved.
Got it. Got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. So let's quickly update this again. This is something that is already created. So we'll not go ahead and change this because that's something that's part of your offer. So service length 12 weeks, number of beta clients. Again, maybe for you, beta client word technically doesn't apply, but let's say beta clients for us at this stage is international clients.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like kind of new first first clients, but yeah, we don't have a community.
We haven't created a like a Facebook community kind of thing. But yeah, we had a plan earlier, but it didn't work out, so we didn't have that.
Okay, okay, yeah, makes sense. Because see, sometimes, especially in something what you are doing, right? Community is the most important thing. People can actually talk with other members and get a lot of these things resolved without always being dependent on you. So
Hmm.
this is just a suggestion, especially with what you're doing, community is very important.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, even in the Facebook also, I've seen there are the most active groups on Facebook are the ones which are related to anxiety and depression.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and the constant discussion that goes on there in that is, okay, today I'm changing another therapist. Today I'm trying to change another therapist. Today I'm trying to change another medicine and see if it is working or not, kind of thing. So, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So maybe just try to create like a WhatsApp community, adding all your existing members, giving them a full lifetime support so that they can just keep talking about all their issues anytime they want to. And this will just help with increasing the value of your product, right? Like you can just sell this as part of your sales pitch that, hey, for the first 12 weeks, we deliver extensive support, but after that, you're always part of our, full, maybe you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
1 year access to that coaching group community that for 1 year will be part of the group or the community, and any issues you can talk to other members and they'll definitely help you out. So
yeah,
that's be like, oh yes, I'll be part of some people who are similar to the way I am, and I won't really feel alone or lonely and stuff.
hmm, yeah. Actually, I mean, I think from what I understand, the best part about what we were able to do, Ankit, is, I mean, not to brag exactly, but Rajshekhar is such a like an amazing coach that I have seen personally, that after 3 months, there's literally no one that wants any additional thing from us. Like literally, if after 3 months they've been able to attend all the 12-week sessions and they did exactly what Rajshekhar told, no one ever came back and complained or like asked for anything more from us. They were like, oh my god, I have like so much value right now and I just want to implement it, kind of thing. And even after 1 year also, we didn't initiate anything. They came back and were giving us testimonials again in the form of WhatsApp, telling us that, hey, remember 3 months back we went this, and because of that, today I made something which I never thought I could do. I could fix a relationship which was, I probably thought I couldn't do that. Even a person called Rima was there, and she was telling how she was able to actually keep a partner. Earlier, she was getting rid of all the partners because of her insecurity and all of that. After 3 months, she told me now she's in a relationship for 1 year and she's found the person that she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. That came after
Wow.
almost 1 year of coaching. I mean, 1 year after the coaching was done for three period of 3 months.
That's really amazing, actually. A service like this is what exactly people need, and if they are not coming back, I think in like an offer point of view, that's very good. But from a long-term business point of view, maybe that's something that you can also change by creating a bit more of a subscription-based model or something new to keep getting them to pay you again. Just a
Yeah,
business thought, but maybe that's something that we can discuss at a later on, like
yeah,
at a later stage. So
yeah. Building a community is yeah, that is a yeah, that can be down the pipeline. Yeah, basically the current problem that I'm understanding from my perspective is that Rajshekhar is not taking enough calls for him to convert, because I'm not getting him that many calls so that he can convert. He's great at converting. He can convert at 60%, 50% closing rate, which is like insane for me even to talk about it. But yeah, that is the primary problem that I'm trying to fix with the help of Facebook ads and also the texting part.
amazing, amazing. So yeah, I think uh, we can do two things at one side. One, see how to grow our business exponentially. One way is to obviously keep on adding new channels, new LinkedIn account, work on Rajshekhar's account, Facebook, maybe more campaigns on Facebook, Instagram, maybe add a YouTube, SEO. We say it's endless. But
Mm.
how about all these customers that we get? We keep on getting new, continuity programs so that they be part of our community for a lifelong, and they don't need to spend obviously a lot. Once they get in, they can spend, maybe like a $49 or $100 per year to be part of that community, and that's additional just cash just to create that group, right? And
Mm.
$100 per customer, and if you have like 100 members, that's $1,200 just additional that you're making just to build that community, and over time it will grow to 1,000 members. 1,000
Yeah.
into 100 is like, a lot of money. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
just a suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so now talking about investments and risk reversal, since you already covered this, I wanted to ask you about a bit more, elements that we can put over here. Like for example, your pricing that you have put for the international market is 2K. Okay, now
Yeah.
what we could do is this: the the retail investment for this program is, or can be, 2,600. This is the original amount for 12 weeks, which is 3 months. Okay, so 3 months program plus lifetime or 1 year. Okay, let's do this community. I'm just putting it for the sake of it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do this here. Community 1 year access, just to give that additional value. So, retail investments 2,600. Fast action discount, meaning someone who is willing to get started immediately or within 24 hours, will give them like a straight $600 off. So the program price will be 2,000. Remember, this is
Okay.
what even I did. I gave you a consulting price for 997.
Yeah.
Then I give you that urgency aspect that if you make a decision in 24 hours, the price will be or like whatever I give you at that point. So
Okay.
that's something that we have to do on call so that they take the action immediately. Else, they will like kind of not take this seriously. So that's something. But this is payable in full. Okay. Now, if they say I want to get started, but I don't have 2,000 to pay in full, then you will give them payment plan option, but the amount will be the same. That is 12 1,300 into 2 months, or payment plan two is 12. Sorry, I'm not good at maths. Let's do 2000.
800 something, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. 866. 866 into 3 months. So you can give them a subscription link on Stripe or PayPal or whatever, and they can just pay once, and then every 3 months it will get auto renewed.
Okay.
For this, it will be so. This is what you could do. If they want to get this $600 off, they'll have to pay you upfront. There's no other way about it. Of course, this is just like a framework, but if there is someone who tell you that I just have 1,800, it's okay. Like maybe you can just give them an additional discount, or totally your choice. You can tell them that so you can pay 1,800 and then pay the balance 800 at the end of 60 days, because it's
Yeah.
still not the full price. So that's totally how you go about it. This is a baseline that we are creating. Okay.
Sure, sure. And there's also a risk reversal offer that we are currently giving in for the Indian audience. So basically, what we do is we tell them the total program is cost, let's say 40,000 rupees. And to get started, upfront payment, we collect off 20,000 rupees for the first month.
Okay.
And after that, if in the first month itself, if they feel that it's not progressing the way they want it to be, we'll repay the whole amount. I mean, the 20,000 that they invested with us.
Okay. So basically, you have 100% money back guarantee.
Yeah, without any cancellation fee or without any other charges or whatever. No other payments. And that too, not even for the period of 3 months. It's just in the first 1 month itself, we collect a 50% upfront fees, even if in the 3 months or 1 month also. Yeah.
Okay, so I've just maybe modified this a bit, 14 days. So I think that's a fair enough time to decide if they want to do this or not. Giving someone 30 days is just, I feel it's too much, because they took the decision and in 1 month, they're not sure, then I think you shouldn't have to pay for that. Maybe you can change this at the international,
Okay.
sorry, at the Indian level as well. Give them 14 days, but usually in coaching program, I personally would advise you to not give even 14 days, maybe 7 days, because your offer is a bit different. Usually in
Hmm.
business coaching offer and all these things, there's no money back guarantee, because obviously it's a decision you took and
Hmm.
that's it. But in an offer like this, 7 to 14 days should be like more than enough time to decide.
Okay. Okay. I mean, Raj set this up like, because basic offer is like for every week there's going to be one coaching call usually. And he set this up in a way that, at least in the first 4 sessions, they'll definitely be seeing value. It's like a no-brainer offer that we created to cater to basically the Indian market, because we know already the anxiety market in India is a bit crowded. Uh, Actually, so to stand out, we just made this offer where usually people don't offer money back guarantee. Even if they offer, they tell it for 3 months or something like that. So we brought it down to 1 month. So
Okay.
that at least 4 sessions.
What we can do over here, if you guys, if it's possible to
Yeah.
give a course access immediately, like immediately the minute they pay, if you think about our onboarding, like I gave you access immediately to
Hmm.
the next task, and then on this call you are already prepared. So,
Hmm.
and you started the call. First I asked you how was your feedback, and maybe you could have told it's a very shit service, but you didn't tell
Hmm.
that because you felt genuinely that it was a bit better than, uh, maybe I don't want to go into the comparison part, but it was a good experience for you. So
Hmm.
at this point, you're not thinking about refund. That's the same thing
Hmm.
you do by giving them a course or an onboarding access, a course or an onboarding access, so that they don't uh, have to wait 12 or 4 or 6 coaching sessions to decide if this is a good fit for them or not. Let them watch certain courses, certain videos. Maybe you can create something very quickly. They don't have to be like a 1 year video worth of content. Maybe
Hmm.
10, 15 videos just to get them started. And then maybe set the right expectation that it's important to join coaching sessions it's important to participate in the community. It's important to do this, important to do that, all that stuff.
Okay. We usually send the bonuses actually when they've signed up as a congratulations kind of thing. We send the bonuses and also the two ebooks that are basically there as a onboarding kind of thing usually.
Okay, so 2 ebooks is the onboarding, right? So
Yeah, two
yeah,
ebooks.
and what is the bonus then?
Bonuses are basically four editable PDFs that are there. Four editable PDFs, like basically habit tracker and morning routine checklist, gratitude checklist.
Perfect then. You put 6 bonuses. Anyway, so okay, perfect. This is good, right? So this offer is now a bit more better in value, and you could definitely sell this. Like let them know that see after getting the bonuses and ebooks and 2 coaching sessions, you're still not sure. Then fine. I mean, we can give you at least only 14 days to cancel. This is my suggestion, but that's totally up to
Okay.
you.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, now
I'll
coming
just
back
have to
to
check with Raj. Yeah, but
no worries, no worries. Coming back to the main part of appointment setting, right?
okay,
Uh, what exactly we will do is something that we will now define over here. Now, first, let's create our audience. So, what is the leveraged connections we have? This is categorized into 3 sections: the hot leads, okay, the
okay,
warm leads, and the cold leads.
okay.
So, I'll first change the color: hot and warm and cold. Now, this is something that you may have to do after the call, but
Okay.
list down all the profiles from your existing network.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you have done a lot of outreach in the past, and maybe if you go to Rajshekar's messaging conversations, you'll find some prospects that you spoke with in the past, but then you also forgot about it. They also forgot about it, but then you just wanna like see if they're now ready.
Okay.
All these prospects whom you've had a conversation about the offer, like it was already discussed, but then it broke, those prospects will be under hot.
Okay.
So you have to list down those prospects over here after the call. It could be 2, it could be 5, it could be 500.
Mm.
If it's obviously more than 10, 20, then anyways, I'm going to give you an Excel sheet after the call that will allow you to start tracking all the leads. So
Okay.
create a separate list over there and put
Mm-hmm.
and keep adding those links of all the profiles, prospects over there. Like it could be 10, 20, 50, 100, 1, 2, doesn't matter, but create a separate list so that you can follow up with them immediately. You don't have to wait to send first message and then they accept and then you nurture them. All that is can be avoided if you directly target the hot leads. Got it?
Okay. 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 Yeah.
Okay. The warm leads are someone who are constantly always engaging on Rajika's profile. Like all these
Okay.
250 leads are warm leads. And then
Okay.
these two are warm leads. So basically everybody is engaging are warm leads. 3, 7, these are all warm leads for you. So everybody who's under warm leads, create a list again in that Excel sheet. So maybe I'll just put over here, create in Excel tracker. I'll give you the tracker after the call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Create sales tracker. So 2 separate tabs. One in the warm leads, post engagers, or all those people who are actively talk like commenting and stuff like that. So these are warm leads because you haven't really had that business conversation with them yet, but it's just that they know you and stuff like that. So these are warm
Okay.
leads.
Yeah.
Last is cold leads. This is where majority of the work will happen. These are all
Mm-hmm.
people who don't know us. These are all the people whom we will reach out to for the first time and stuff like that. Okay, so this is
Okay.
most of our work. Now,
Mm-hmm.
uh, so what we will do is this. We will, okay, so first of all, like everybody who is, by the way, from in your profile, all these are, most of these will be warm leads because they are following you, so they will know you. So everybody who's our connection comes into warm leads. So they are not cold anymore. Very good.
Actually, there's a thing that happened, Ankit. I have to let you know before this.
Sure.
So what I did in the last few years, as I told you, we've been working for 3 years, right? So LinkedIn, what I did was I sent profiles connection request actually. Like the people that you're seeing, which is basically 9,000 or something. They are people who I have accumulated with sending connection requests. So I'm not very sure whether they are warm leads because they just accepted the connection request and it's showing as follow. So
Got
uh,
it. Yeah, even
yeah,
I have a lot of connections like that. Got it. But you
yeah.
haven't had any kind of conversation with them, right?
We had a basic conversation, but as I told you, the niche kept refining. Like initially, we started with stress, burnout, and before that, it was something different. So it kept refining. We haven't tested the anxiety niche on LinkedIn as yet.
Okay. Okay. What is the type of content that goes out? Because I see he's talking about anxiety, right? Over here, panic attacks. The content is matching to the offer, right?
Yeah, yeah. I just started this recently, like in the last 1 week or so. I started posting on anxiety. Before that, it was all about stress and burnout and earlier it was all of that, and I used to primarily do only polls. Specifically, I used to do polls and see how to actually segment people. Basically, like I used to ask like questions. Basically, you can see the questions normally in the polls also. In the post section also, you can see the questions, and I used to ask them, okay, are you currently facing any headaches because of stress or anxiety kind of, basically stress kind of thing. And then I used to have a conversation with them and try to understand how it was going. It was not very good, the conversation didn't go really well, but yeah, for example, you can see yeah, like today's post, like, did you ever face panic attacks? If they answered yes, I'll go ahead and I would message them. I would ask them ki hey, how was the experience, what happened exactly, kind of thing.
Got it. Got it. See, again, I don't really think we should overthink and overcomplicate what the definition of warm lead is, because eventually it's not like you completely deviated from what you were doing to something what you're doing now. It's not like
Hmm.
first you were selling digital marketing services, now you're selling anxiety coaching, because
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I think will not really make sense. But
Hmm.
around whatever you are currently doing now versus what you pitched or discussed with them in the past, there is definitely some sort of an overlap, right? It's not totally
Hmm.
off.
Yeah, yeah.
So the point is, if you had a conversation with them, then add them under hot leads. If you had a conversation with them, sorry, if they're engaging on your post, but you didn't have a conversation with them yet, add them under warm leads. And okay, as per what you say, if they have just only accepted an invitation, they haven't yet engaged on your post, you haven't had any sort of conversation, then add them under cold audience.
Okay, okay.
LinkedIn followers who haven't interacted. Now, a question to you is, obviously our campaign is all about international audience. Have you added international audience in your LinkedIn followers? Because if you haven't, then no point in spending time and energy over here.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, LinkedIn, I specifically targeted mostly international audience from US and all of that. Even the followers that are there, they are mostly international. Very limited people are from India. I made sure about it.
Perfect. I think that's a very good start. That's a very good start. We can do a lot of volume because usually, people don't have a lot of connections. That restricts the volume part. LinkedIn
Hmm.
is very good in terms of volume because it doesn't have any restrictions to send a lot of messages to existing connections. You can even send between 100 to 200 DMs every day
Okay,
based on your, of course, bandwidth. I'm just giving you that you can hit that volume. You can, do a lot of follow-ups. So
okay.
Perfect. Then everybody who's our follower and who's not interacted with us is cold. Now, usually I actually would like to share one more list of cold audience, that is groups where people already are engaging. So I saw a group over here where you guys are posting personal development and wellness and mental health and all that.
Yeah.
So this is a good group to add cold audience from.
Okay.
So if you see 800,000 members, and am I part of this? Yeah, I think even I'm part of this group. So what you could do is this. Okay, this is what you will do when reaching out to new members from groups. So this is the strategy. Okay, I think one group is more than enough. So ideally, we should like do this through a specific list building strategy where we go to Sales Navigator. Like for example, so okay, I'll tell you that aspect later, but I'll tell you first what the strategy is. Like for example, everybody who is part of this group, it is safe to assume that they're looking for personal development, wellness, mental health. I think based on what you're doing, this is still too broad
Mm.
because we are not into personal development. We are into anxiety and all that, right? So not the best group, I think. Let's see if we are able to find a bit specific group like anxiety, stress, because that's a very specific problem. It's not personal development.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just see if there are any groups that you can find around anxiety. See, I think this is a specific group, Anxiety and Depression Associates of America. Anxiety and panic attack help. I mean, it sounds as if, oh, someone is like looking for, of course, it may contain inactive members as well, or it may contain members who no longer need help, but this is a good start. So let's
Mm.
see all the group results. Now, definitely, this is a good group. So you can join this. Stress, trauma, anxiety. Again, even if it's 295 members, these are all people who are looking for a solution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, very good. But again, this is targeting kids, so not the best. Women's stress and anxiety management group. Now, tapping this audience requires a female profile. So we'll not be able to join this group, but yeah, overcoming depression and anxiety, very small groups. So I think you can join some of these groups and see if the members are reacting and replying back. But I think your majority business can come from Facebook. As you said, there are a lot of groups on Facebook that we can target because I don't think this is a good audience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the groups are a little bit on LinkedIn. I've personally seen that groups are a little bit inactive and like not very engaging. But on the Facebook side, I've seen lot more engagement, lot more active members who are looking for a solution kind of thing.
absolutely, absolutely. So, yes, we have a LinkedIn profile. Yes, we have a lot of followers, but maybe good to have an outreach strategy for Facebook as well. Like let's type anxiety. Wow, Facebook is now putting ads directly about anxiety. Okay, so this is a good start, right? Depression, anxiety, and mental support forum. Very good audience. Depression and anxiety. 121K. I mean, 2, 3 groups are more than enough to get pool of audience for a good enough time. Uh, and groups where all these things are put, rules and all, those are very good groups because they don't really allow any nonsense stuff, like spam posting and stuff like that. So that's a good group. But yeah, as you can see, endless groups. Some groups have 342K members. That's, I think, the biggest so far that we've found. So if we join this group, that's mostly going to cover a lot of the members of other groups as well. So, let's put this over here. So one campaign or one strategy, one audience is this. Another audience is this on LinkedIn, American Association one. But then if we talk about the majority of what we're trying to do is this one. Anxiety, this is the main search. But then the groups that we can join are these three groups to give us the cold audience pool.
I had a doubt, Ankit. Can we search any anxiety posts of fellow creators or someone who's posting on anxiety, and can we reach out to their people who are engaging with those posts, kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing?
I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So see, that's the core goal of joining these groups. See, we are not obviously, see, there are two, three things that we can do. First, randomly add friends by going to members with things in common. But an even smarter way is what you just told, right? Because they are actively engaging. So they're looking for a solution. So let's see if we are able, like, for example, Jasmine Walsh just posted this, but it's not really relevant. Depression. Okay. See, hiring. So again, this kind of post, if they allow, then it just kind of reduces the quality of the group. And if you see, there is hardly any engagement. So maybe not the best group to target. Let's see, this kind of group will have a lot of engagement. So unfortunately, we're not able to, like, I have to join this group, which sorry, but I don't want to join this group.
Yeah.
But uh, but yeah, this is a example. This guy, Mohammed Uzair, I think he posts a lot of content that gets a lot of engagement. But again, it's not really necessarily. So this is where we'll have to do a bit more research, keep joining groups, keep finding the best group where people are posting very relevant topics. I went through this issue, and then people are helping them. Hey, do this, do that. So those are the types of groups you need to find. Of course, we can't do that on this call. On this call, my job is just to guide you on what you need.
Okay.
All right. So let's safely assume that we found. Okay, I'll just remove the first group, but okay, let's assume that these two groups are good. So we found a source of cold audience. So we have a list of hot leads, we have a list of warm leads, and we have a list of unlimited cold leads. So leads is not a problem. Now it all depends on how much volume we can do. On Facebook, yes, it's going to get a bit more restricted, but at least there will be quality. So how can we hit $10,000 in 90 days? Simple plan. The offer price is 2,000. If the offer price is 2,000, we just need 5 clients, and
Yeah.
the total revenue is $10,000. Now, obviously, in our situation, we'll just put this NA. Closing rate is 20%, considering its international audience. Again, very realistic. We are looking to target 30 appointments, 10 appointments per month. And this is our goal, 50 to 100 DMs every single day.
Okay.
And 3 to 5 hours
Okay.
is the output. And only send messages, okay, like of course engaging, sending, and only send messages. So in 3 to 5 hours, if you think about it, 10 messages per hour to qualified audience, not like
Mm.
random people, is more than enough, at least at the start, because that will keep on compounding over time. These people you are sending first messages, and after a few days, if they don't reply, you're sending a one more follow-up message to give them a nudge. So two messages to one new prospect who hasn't replied to you should be more than enough. If they don't reply, leave them and move on to the next person.
Okay.
That is how we'll do on DMs. Okay, this is not cold email. You'll keep on messaging 4 or 5 times with the same person. It'll hamper your speed. So that's what we'll do on Facebook.
Okay.
Now we have this, and we have Facebook as well. So this is the plan: LinkedIn outbound, Facebook outbound. So LinkedIn outbound, we know where we are looking to focus more on. That
Mm.
is our LinkedIn profile. And this is also our LinkedIn profile. So hot warm audience for immediate results, LinkedIn profile. To build a pipeline for the long term, Facebook.
Okay. I think on LinkedIn also, if I'm able to send a few connection requests and all of that, that is
100%,
also, yeah.
100%, 100%. So, but what I usually like to do is do two separate things so that I'm not always dependent on one source all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like to do. So yeah, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course you can keep on improvising this. This is just a basic plan, but you can keep doing what you feel is going to give you the best solution. So in the initial 2 weeks, it's all about testing a lot of things, right? Because we don't know what's going to work. So we'll do
Okay.
as many things as possible.
Okay. Okay.
LinkedIn outbound, Facebook outbound, 30 to 50 conversations, 30 to 50 conversations. Ideally, if you see it's the same thing, 60 to 100 conversations over here, the same thing, 60 to 100 uh, DMs in 3 to 5 hours. If you're able to do this in 2 hours, then great, you're free for the day. Or you are free to do more, totally up to you.
Okay.
Now for Galaxy, you need to give me your LinkedIn ID and I will add you on my platform. It will send connection invitations. We'll create that after this call. This is just a quick call to go to the plan. Uh,
Okay.
Outreach to all existing connections as per audience qualification. We will put over here warm and hot. Okay. Outreach to all connections from group, old audience, and outreach to all connections who are new and are engaging in our content. So yeah, I think this covers warm audience itself, and this is basically on a daily basis. Like daily,
Mm.
if you are posting content, every day new some people will engage with you. So keep on adding them.
Yeah.
On Facebook, what we will do is we will add 25 connections from groups. Uh, send friend request. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay, so there is one more thing we forgot to do. Comment 10 to 20 comment on 10 to 20 influencer posts. Like for example, you mentioned Jay Shetty and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anybody who is an influencer in this niche, comment on their posts on a daily basis because they have a lot of audience, and the more valuable comments you can do, the more you'll get visibility. Now you can use an extension called as Engage AI, like
Mm.
for example, to totally do this via AI. But I do it to give me that initial idea on what to comment. I use the extension, but then I craft my own answer. I don't copy
Okay.
paste it, or I don't just keep on using the AI tool. So just to give you an example. If you see there's a lot of engagement on this post. So my goal is to get in front of these people, because if you see on the bio, I've put my positioning. So everybody who can read, like for example, if you see friendly. Now, literally, I haven't read this. Okay. I haven't even clicked see more. Just clicking this friendly reading post by Engage AI. Extension, you can download this, it's free. These 10 comments are free every day. And then
Okay.
you'll have to pay. But don't hit post once it's ready. Okay, don't hit post. That's not how you need to do it. Okay, so this is what it came up with. Now, just skim through it. Crazy baby vibes. Vibes was born. Focus on the brand, focus on the people, the rest will follow. Nigel Thomas, and okay. Fine. So, what included underdog story, the training, creative marketing tool. See, if you see, right, it's a perfect comment. I can't wait to see more stories like this. Can't wait to read more stories like this. See, done. And then
Yeah.
maybe some emoji to add. But if you comment on a post like this, it will not be as effective as if you comment on Jay Shetty's post. Got it?
Yeah, yeah. Understood, understood.
So this is how LinkedIn algorithms work. The more you comment, the more reach you'll. So because this guy, if you comment on this guy, and if he has 100,000 followers, and if he likes your post, then his audience will get to know about it. Like for example, if you see Lara commented on this, and I got to know about him. But of course, I'm following Nigel as well. So yeah, that's what we need to do. So do this on LinkedIn, on Facebook as well, wherever people are asking questions inside groups
Okay.
about specific problems, engage so that you can, obviously get more awareness. Obviously, I had to start with profile optimization. So optimize the profile cover needs to be as per the new transformation marketing statement.
Okay.
Cover, pick, and do this over here as well. Send personalized DMs. Okay, so send personalized DMs here as well to accept friend request. Okay, so I will just quickly send personalized DMs. So I will send you training videos on how to do all these things. Okay, so I'm not going to cover that on this call.
Sure,
I
sure.
just giving you a plan, but I'll send you training videos that if you need guidance on how to do this, how to do that, how to send personalized messages and all that stuff, then you can watch those videos. Okay, so same thing, follow up with prospects reply, and all content that you're now posting, post it on both platforms, Facebook and LinkedIn.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay, so yeah, influencers post or group. Right now, all these things we don't apply. So yes, this is the overall plan. Start, but as we progress, we'll talk a bit more about details as well. On this call, if we talk about everything, then it will get too overwhelming. So
Yeah.
uh, just in basic guidance, okay, this is how we'll start. Any questions so far?
Uh, is there any script that I think there was a script that was that got deleted or something?
Yes, there is a script, and we'll definitely discuss a bit more about that script after this call. Actually, I totally forgot about it. I have a call now. It
Oh,
already started, and I have to now apologize to him for joining in late. I totally missed about it. So, is it okay if we can continue after this call in Slack or maybe WhatsApp?
yeah. Will just let me know once on WhatsApp after you're done with the call, and
Yeah, yeah. Once I'm done with the call, I'll send you a framework. So first I'll send you the training videos, and then we'll create a scripts on how to go about the conversation. Okay.
okay. Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right. Okay. All right. Thanks so much,
Yeah,
Krishna.
yeah.
Bye.
Cool, Ankit.